Hey guys, welcome to Annalvsmakeup. Today I'm going to be doing my September favorites for you guys. So if you want to see what I've been loving for September, then just keep watching. The first few items I want to show you are some primers. So I've got three here. I've got the Tula Skincare Brighten Up Primer. This is a smoothing gel primer. This feels really cooling on the skin. Now, as far as brightening up my skin, I don't know that it's doing that just yet, but apparently it has like skincare properties in here that will help brighten the skin over time. But this is a really good primer, guys. I have used this with a few foundations that I've been trying and also some older Love foundations, and it works with everything I've used it with. So I want to show you the consistency here because it is a weird kind of jelly consistency. It kind of reminds me like of a jelly gumdrop. That's what it kind of looks like. But when you actually touch the product doesn't feel like that. It's very cooling to the touch. It is a very gel-like consistency. But when you put it on, it doesn't feel like silicone. It feels more like a cooling lotion. So I've spread it out on the back of my hand, and I don't know if you can tell, but this hand looks way smoother than this hand. And it just goes into the skin really well. It doesn't leave like a greasy feel on the skin or like that silicone feel on the skin. It just feels really cooling. It's very hard to explain. It's kind of like the, what is it, the Becca powder that's a water-like powder, and when you put it on the skin, it feels really cooling. That's kind of how this feels. So I really love it. It's done really well with a lot of my foundations. It's kept my foundations on really nicely. But like I said, I don't know much about the brightening side of it until I've used it over time. So I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you updated on whether it made my skin a little bit brighter than normal. But so far, this has been a really good product. So for the next primer, I know you guys have seen me use this quite a bit on my channel, and it's the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer. This is what the packaging looks like. This is very comparable to the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. This has the same tint as that one. It has the same ingredients. The only thing that's missing from this one is, I think, the cannabis extract that's actually inside the Milk Makeup Primer. So it's missing the cannabis seed extract that's in the Milk Grip Primer. But aside from not having that particular ingredient, it has the same ingredients that the Milk Grip Primer has. So having said all that, it works just the same. This one says it plumps, moisturizes, and perfects, and it does just that. So I would suggest if you were trying to purchase the Milk Grip Primer and you don't really want to spend the money, this is a good one to go for because this one is really, really reasonable. I can't remember the exact same price. I think it might have been $6, $7. But guys, this is such a good primer, and this is, to me, a dupe for the Milk Makeup Grip Primer. The next primer I want to talk about is something that I recently started using. I think I've been using it maybe for a week, week and a half. It's the Revolution Pore Perfecting Primer. This primer is so good for my pores, and it also keeps me mattified. It doesn't say that it's a mattifying primer, but it works like one. So I really do like it. Comes in this little pot here. There's actually a little plastic top that I actually leave on the product because I don't want it to dry out. But this is what it looks like here. Now it is very similar to the e.l.f. makeup, what is it? The e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. It's very similar to that. The only difference, guys, is this is a lot more creamier than that. It feels like the consistency is a lot easier to use. When you put it on, it just goes on really easy, very creamy, not too stiff. You know, sometimes these putties can be a little bit thick and stiff. This one's not like that. So this has really worked for me. I've actually been using this more than my Wasso, which I'm excited about because my Wasso is a little expensive and this one was only like $8. So I have two bronzers here to show you. One of them is the Buxom Staycation Vibes Primer-Infused Bronzer. This one is in Backyard Bronze. I love this bronzer, guys. It is like the perfect tone for me. You guys know that I love more of like an in-between bronzer. I don't like it too warm. I don't like it too cool. I like that really bronzy suntan look. It's not too much on the red side. So this is perfect. This is just what I like in a bronzer. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it for you. You guys have already seen me use it on my channel. but I'm gonna swatch it for you today so you can see. You see how that bronzer is not too warm, it's not too cool, it's just right in the middle. And this one does have a little bit of sheen to it, but I don't mind a little bit of sheen. I don't mind if my bronzers have any sheen in them or if they're mattifying. I just love bronzers in general. So yeah, this is a really good bronzer if you want to try something that is primer infused, which lasts all day and has the perfect shade. This is one that you're going to want to go for. So yeah, I love that bronzer. It's been doing really well on my skin. Next bronzer I want to show you is the Gucci bronzer. This is in the shade number 3. I always forget which shade I picked, but it is the shade number 3. It is like the perfect shade for me. And this is what it looks like. I will swatch this one as well for you. I'm going to swatch it right next to the Buxom because they look almost the same, but they're not quite the same. So you'll see the difference. This one up here, this is the Gucci, this is the Buxom. The Gucci doesn't have as much of a sheen as the Buxom, but the Gucci is a little bit more on the brown tone side, which I love. I love this type of bronzer. I love that shade. It's just gorgeous on the skin. Looks very healthy. When I wear this, it looks like I've bathed in the sun and not had to actually be in the sun. So really love this bronzer, been one of my favorites. Love the packaging as well. I think it's so beautiful. It sits right here on top of my little shelf and it makes the shelf look a lot prettier. So I recently purchased a new Lawless blush in the shade Vintage Love. This is very new to me. I've used it maybe about 3 or 4 times now and I love it. I love these Lawless blushes. These are some of the best blushes right now in Sephora, along with my Patrick Ta blushes. I can't forget Patrick Ta because I love his line. But these blushes are just so super beautiful, so super pigmented. This one right here is called Sakura, and then this one is Phoenix. Really, really beautiful. Love the tone in this one. It is gorgeous. So these are the shades right here. This is Phoenix, Sakura, and Vintage Love. So yeah, so I've really been liking these. I think they last on the skin all day. They're good for you products because they're clean products. So they're not gonna really harm the skin with all kinds of chemicals. So yeah, so I wanna add another couple of shades that I saw. One of them is Angel Suede. I wanna add that to my collection because that one is really, really pretty. It's a very warm peachy tone. So yeah, so I do wanna add a couple more to my collection because they are very, very good blushes. Another product that wowed me this month was the e.l.f. Monochromatic Multi-Stick, and this is in Glowing Mango. This is what this little guy looks like. And this is the shade of it. Now it doesn't look like it would show up on me, but it did, guys. It looks so beautiful on the skin. I use this cosmetics brush. I would just take a little bit of the product and then I would just dab it on my cheeks, and this is the shade right here. This doesn't really do it any justice. I think with the brush, it just comes off so beautiful and glowy on the skin. It's just gorgeous. So yeah, I've been loving that. There's actually another shade from these multi-sticks that I want, and I can't remember the name of it. If I remember, I'll put it right here. But yeah, I want to try another one of these. These are very inexpensive. It's a good product and it does last on the skin all day long. So for an eye primer, I've been loving the KVD Shake Primer. You guys have seen me use this as well. This is such a good product for the eyelids. It really makes those shadows pop. It makes those shadows stay. Especially when it was hot outside, I would use this and my shadows would not crease. They would not go anywhere. Now, the only thing about this is that if you're not used to using some type of liquidy product for your eyelids, you may not want to use this. This is very liquidy. You have to shake it up. And once you shake it, all the product mixes in there. And then you open it up and there's a little button on the back and you kind of just drop the product onto the skin. Use a brush or your finger to actually place the product on and then wait till it dries. Once it dries, it's good to go and it doesn't take long to dry at all. So an eye product that I tried out, and I actually filmed a kind of like a first impressions with it, but the quality of the video didn't come out as well, and so I didn't want to post it. But I do want to film another one using this so you guys could see how I actually use it. But it's the Becca Light Gleam Primer and Topper Liquid Eyeshadow. So this is what the product looks like. On one side you have like the primer base, and the other side you have the glitter topper. Now the primer bases on these are like a color. So this one is like khaki. There's also like a blue one, there's a purple, I think there's even a champagne gold. But this is the shade that I wanted to get because I felt like this was very fall-like. And so I tried this on, and guys, it looks so gorgeous on the eyes. I'm gonna put some on the back of my hand so you guys can see how gorgeous this is. So this is the base, this is the primer. I put that all over the lid, and then you go on top with the topper, which is very easy to use, by the way. It has like a little brush to it. I put a little bit on, and then I kind of pat it in with my finger. That is the shade right there. Look how beautiful that khaki shimmer is. So gorgeous. I've been so into like this khaki color. I think it's perfect for like the fall and winter months. I also want to mention that this doesn't have a lot of fallout. It has very, very little. You might see like 1 or 2 specks. So I would actually do your eyeshadow prior to doing your foundation if you're going to use this. But it doesn't have that type of glitter effect where it just falls everywhere. The fact that it has that primer base coat actually helps the glitter adhere to it a lot better. So I think because of that, you don't have a lot of fallout. So I did want to mention that if you're kind of concerned about like putting a glitter shadow or a liquid glitter shadow on your eye. But even though there's not a lot of fallout, I'm the type of person that likes to do my eyes first and then my foundation last because I don't want to mess up my foundation. So I have 2 lip products that I want to show you guys. One is the Bare Minerals lipstick, and I think this is a newer formulation of lipstick. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll put it right here. But this is in the shade Balance. This is such a beautiful nude tone shade, and I think it would be like flattering on anyone. It just has a really beautiful like peachy, but not too like bright peach undertone. So that is what it looks like. Really gorgeous. So I've been loving this. As you can tell, I've been using it quite a bit. It's already getting flat. And this type of formula is super moisturizing on the lips. It feels really good. I do want to look at some other shades in this because, like I said, the formulation is very nourishing on the lips and it's very comfortable to wear. You guys know I love lip glosses, so I had to pick up the new Madison Beer lip glosses at Ulta. I picked up all 4 nude shades. I'm not even gonna attempt to look at the back of these because it is too small for me to read. So I will list all the shades down below. But these are a collaboration that Madison Beer did with Morphe. And I think these are some of the most beautiful lip glosses that Morphe has come out with. Morphe's lip glosses, if you guys haven't tried them, they're very creamy, very glossy, very beautiful on the lips. So I'm gonna put one on for you today. I'm gonna put on the one called Mars. This is really, really pretty on the lips. I really like these too because they're pigmented, but they're not sticky. These feel super nice on the lips. I really like these. So I'm gonna show you the shades up close really quickly. Those are the shades right there. Really cute packaging, has her name on the front, and then the top is slanted with, of course, the Morphe emblem on the top. Really beautiful nude shades and very nice and comfortable on the lips. So if you guys have been watching my channel, you'll know that I love the Pretty Vulgar powder. This is a great setting powder for the under eyes. It's a great setting powder for like the center of my face. I really love the way it sets my makeup. It looks very smooth and silky on the skin. And I especially love that it doesn't make my concealer crease. So really been loving this powder. I've always called it the Pretty Vulgar powder, but it's actually called the Powder Room powder, but it's the matte About It. It's in 147 and it's a translucent setting powder. So I'm not sure if they have a, what is it, a luminous setting powder? I don't know. I don't know much about Pretty Vulgar powders, but I know this one is really good. So for foundation, I have 2 to show you, and these 2 are what I have been wearing since I purchased them. I've just been loving them. I think that there's some really good foundations. So let me go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. The first one is the Revolution Conceal and Glow Foundation. I did do a video using this foundation, but I had the wrong shade. I actually had a shade that was super light on me. I looked very ghostly in that video, but I went back and I picked up 10.5, There aren't very many shades in this line. I think there's 12 shades total, which is very surprising because Revolution is known to have like a lot of shades when it comes to their other foundations. But I will say that if you can find your shade, I think it's a great foundation. It looks so gorgeous on the skin. It's dewy, but it's not too dewy, and it's glowy, but it's not too glowy. It just lays beautifully on the skin. So really do like this. It's not a full coverage foundation, but you can actually build it up. And I built it up to probably a medium high coverage. So it's not completely full, but I don't mind. I always use my Tarte Shape Tape anyways to cover up imperfections. I do want to mention that it does have vitamin C and lotus flower extract. So I'm not sure if that lotus flower extract is what makes it look so good on the skin. It just makes your skin look really nice and plump. It just gives you that healthy glow. Another foundation that I came across here recently, and I haven't used it for that long. I would say I've been using it for about a week now, and I really can't put it down. I actually have it on today in this video. It's the Profusion Feel Good Skin Long Wear Skin Perfector. I've really been loving this. I have tan 1 and medium 5, and I mixed those today, and I think that's like my perfect shade. It makes my skin look super healthy. A little goes a long way, so you're not wasting a lot of product. And the good thing about this is it comes with 1 ounce of foundation. Now again, these don't have a wide range of shades. I'm hoping that they come out with more shades because I've heard nothing but good things about this foundation, and it would be nice for everybody to be able to try it. So Profusion, if you're listening, get on the bandwagon, do your thing, and come out with more shades. So I recently posted a video where I used this Friends by Revolution palette. This brand actually came out with a Friends line. They had a Rachel palette, a Phoebe palette, and I always forget Courtney Cox's name, Monica, the Monica palette. They also came out with lipsticks, and then they came out with this larger palette. I didn't pick up any of the smaller palettes, but I did pick this one up, and I love it, guys. I love it, love it. I've been using it so much here lately. You can see where I have gone into a lot of these shades. I especially love this orange shade. It looks so gorgeous on the eye. It's pigmented, it blends really well. So yeah, so I haven't had any issues with any of these shadows. I think they're all really great shadows. These are limited edition, so if you see one and you want to try it, pick it up. I know these will probably sell out quickly. I was a big fan of Friends when it came out, and I even started watching it when my girls started watching it on Netflix. They don't watch it on there anymore because I think it was canceled, or I can't remember. I think it's on Hulu now. Either way, it is a good show. If you guys haven't seen it, I would definitely check it out. So the last makeup product that I want to show you is this Tasty Peach highlighter by I Love Revolution. It's such cute packaging. It's like a peach cardboard packaging, and inside is the highlighter. This highlighter is so gorgeous on the skin. I actually want to put some on right now. What I like to do is just like go into both of the highlighters, and then I'll just put a little bit on the tops of my cheekbones. Look how gorgeous that is. Put a little bit on my nose. Isn't that gorgeous? So beautiful. And it's not like blinding. It's a very soft finish highlight. So I really do love the way it goes on the skin. I had been waiting for this highlighter to come in store, and I finally found it at an Ulta that is not near me. It's very far up north, but I was in the area and I went ahead and went by Ulta, and I saw this and I had to go ahead and pick it up. I almost forgot to mention a lip product or 2 lip products that I didn't mention in my last favorites. Sometimes I just get so overwhelmed because I have so much that I want to show you guys, and I'm trying to show it to you and explain to you why I like it, and then I end up forgetting something. It's ridiculous. But anyway, 2 products really quickly from e.l.f. The e.l.f. Ride or Die lip balms. These feel super good on the lips. I have the mint one in my purse. I love that one. This one is Sugar Cookie, and I think this one's called like Just Peach or Just Peachy. But yeah, these lip balms are so good. They feel really good on the lips, and I love wearing them when I'm wearing a mask because they're not really super pigmented, but they're very glossy and they nourish the lips while my lips are under that mask. So I really like them for that. Another thing I've been loving is this e.l.f. Sheer Stick. This is in the shade Golden Pear. Guys, this is such a beautiful fall shade lip color, and it's glossy and it's just beautiful on the lips. But this is it right here. Look at that. Look how gorgeous that is. I love wearing this by itself or with a lip liner. It's really nice on the lips, makes your lips look really nice and glossy. And these products, you guys know e.l.f. is super affordable. If you haven't tried the lip balms or the sheer lip out, I would definitely try it. They're super good. I recently did a video on how I tinted my brows, and I wanted to let you guys know that when I tint my brows, they do get a lot darker, they do get a lot fuller looking. And after I do that, I don't have to use a lot of product on my eyebrows. So what I like to do is I like to go in with this Nice Face brow soap. I bought this off of Amazon. It comes in a package of 2. It comes with this little brush that's actually curved like that, and it slides open like this, and there's the soap there. And basically what I do is I just stick the brush in there, and then I just comb through the brows, and they look really nice and fluffy and full. I think they just look really pretty with this stuff on them. So I've really been loving this product. Like I said, it comes in a package of 2, and I think it was only like $8.88 on Amazon. Just to let you guys know, everything will be listed down below if you're interested in anything that I'm talking about today. The next product I want to mention, it's in a box, but the one that I'm using is actually in my bathroom. I'm just too lazy to go and get it, but it's the Olaplex Intensive Bond Building Treatment. This is a limited edition type of product at Sephora, and I would highly suggest that you try this if your hair has been through coloring process, or if it's dry and brittle and it just doesn't have that shine to it. I have used this product twice, and basically what I do is I take this product and I squirt it all throughout my hair. It has to be clean, dry hair, and you think you would use the whole bottle, but you're not. You're probably gonna use about this much at first, like a third. I leave it on for 10 minutes, then it comes with an Olaplex number 3. You don't rinse it out. You put the Olaplex number 3 in there, you leave it on another 10 minutes, then you rinse it out and you shampoo and condition as normal. So I've done this treatment twice since I've had the product, and guys, this product is amazing. Do you see how silky soft my hair looks? And this is just from 2 treatments. Now, normally what I've done is always use the number 3 Olaplex. I'll wash my hair, I won't put any conditioner, and I'll put that number 3, and I'll just let it sit in my hair like all day long. And it does a really good job of healing my hair, treating it, conditioning it, and I love it. But this product kicks that number 3's butt because it just makes my hair so silky soft. And even though it's silky soft, it's still manageable. You can still curl it, you can still straighten it, do whatever you want with it. But let me tell you, if you haven't tried this, guys, you need to try it, especially if you have hair like me, which has been through heck. Like I said, it's limited edition. I don't know how long it'll be in Sephora. So I would definitely go out and get it and use it and try it, because I guarantee you're not going to be sorry. The next product I want to talk about is this Byredo Treehouse Room Spray. I bought this during the Nordstrom anniversary sale, but this was not an anniversary item. I ended up liking this brand because my daughter bought me this candle that's behind me. She bought me that one. It smells really good. I love the way it makes the room smell. But this treehouse smells, it smells fascinating. It reminds me of like those really nice hotels, like when you walk in and the lobby's just filled with all these beautiful like scents, like a mixture of stuff, you know? It's not just like floral or warm, it's just everything. And that is what this is. It smells so good. It's such a good product. I have used this so many times, and you'll see that, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's barely down to here. So a little goes a long way. It's not overpowering. It just smells really great. So anyway, been loving that. Okay, so the last products I want to show you are some nail polishes. I have 3 here to show you that I have been loving. I have not gone to get my nails done. I've been doing them at home, and I've really been enjoying doing them at home. It's just a lot easier. It's a lot cheaper. So yeah, so I've really been liking that. The one I have on today is a little orange shade, but I can't remember what the name of this one is because I did my nails at my daughter's house and it was her nail polish, but I really do like this one. I think it's very fall-like. And then the 3 nail polishes that I have here at home that I've been loving is the Essie Expressi in Cold Brew Crew. That is one of my favorites. I love brown nail polish. I think it's so flattering. So yeah, this is Cold Brew Crew. Another one I've been loving is just the Essie Wild Nude. This is another gorgeous shade. And then the last one I've been loving is by Kokie Cosmetics, and this one is in Saucy. This is like my favorite. Out of all three, this is the one that I'm always putting on my nails. These last a good like week or a week and a couple of days on me, especially that I'm still doing things with my hands like washing dishes and of course washing your hands and, you know, doing laundry and all that good stuff. Or I don't know if it's good stuff, but anyway, so they do last about a good 10 days. And I've really been loving this Kokie brand. I do want to get some more of these. They have some really cool shades at Sally's. And then the top coat I've been using is the Good To Go Essie top coat. This works really well. Makes my nails look very shiny, very pretty. So I've been loving that on top of those. My battery's going down on my light. I can tell because it looks like a little bit darker around here. All right guys, since my battery's dying on my light, I wanna go ahead and go over this fail. I thought I had two fails, but I only have one, and it's the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray by Charlotte Tilbury. If I use this as a primer, it makes my skin really tight and dry. If I use this to set my makeup and wear it all day, by the end of the day, I look crepey. I look very dry. It makes my skin look very old, so I don't really like this product, guys. I know that a lot of people are loving it, but it's just not for my skin. So this is a fail for me. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. I hope you enjoyed my September favorites. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hopefully we will see you on the next video. Talk to you soon. Bye.